Hello everybody, it's TheArkOfAeons here, and welcome back to Ark Labs. Joined with me as usual is our little slime friend Captain Sorbet. Hello. And let's get right to it as usual. Put my backpack on and disable hover mode. So I want to show off first as usual all the stuff I did between episodes and recording. First of all, I upgraded my jetpack a little bit more. The one I had before, what was it? Hardened jetpack? You can tell that it wasn't like the top tier because I'd run out of power fast, and like it's not like there's hover modes that like see like this, kind of like you float down. So the worse tier you have, the worse that is, and like it holds less energy, uses more power, etc., etc. So I upgraded my jetpack. I think, yeah, I put these goggles on this helmet, and I've been wearing them ever since, and they've yet to get damaged, really, because I have repair 1 on them. I don't know how I managed that in my little enchanting room up there. Next is I set up all my machines to get working. I'm pretty sure most of these were here, but I had to get more power and put some of these forestry ones on. So yeah, not a whole lot there. I was going to get started with some automation of crops, but I realized I need power all the way over here to power these machines. So I waited for a moment on that, and that's actually another thing. These windmills, I used to have 4. Now one of them is a solar panel, advanced one. These really do not power everything sufficiently, especially at this low level. These only produce 64 RF per tick, and they could produce 192 if it was like way up in the sky or something. So I replaced one of them with a advanced solar panel, which is a lot better. This one just does a straight 144 RF per tick in the sunlight, which is now night. So there's problems both ways, and actually that is one thing I'd like to solve maybe today if we can get to it, is to make some sort of new power. Next, I left you guys with a really, really horrible attempt at infusion. It was straight pitiful. I forgot I had all the stuff I needed, so yeah. In the meantime though, I set up the infusion altar, added candles and heads for stability, and started working on more of the alchemy stuff, and I made tons of stuff which I'll show you. First of all, this little clay golem. His name is King Jeremiah the 7th. He fills up this cauldron for me. Thank you, King Jeremiah. So let's do some of those wand focuses, because I personally love wand focuses. These are like one of my favorite parts of TheArkOfAeons, and I made tons. So there's some you've seen before, like excavation. This one's fire, frost, shock. Oh, what the? Okay, that scared me. I think I showed you equal trade too, but there's a few that I have not shown. What is that? Okay. Anyways, so I made 4 ones I don't think I've shown you. So let's start with the portable. Okay. Something's happening here. Let's start with the portable hole. This one is a standard TheArkOfAeons wand focus, so you might have seen it before in either old versions or if you just played TheArkOfAeons on its own. This one, wow, makes holes that you can climb through. And it's actually really good for methods of transportation if you're trying to get through walls without breaking things like my base. So yeah, this one's quite useful. Always fun to just pop around places. My friends always get nervous. They think it's like something permanent, and they're like, "What do you do?" And I'm just like, nothing. Next, let's do Ifrit's Flame. So this one's a cool one, actually. I'll demonstrate with this. So the way Ifrit's Flame works is, for example, if I have cobblestone in the world, if you cook cobblestone, it becomes stone, right? If I use Ifrit's Flame and just hold right click, it will cook it in its spot. So that's really cool. You can cook dirt into dried dirt too. Usually, there's not actually too many uses for it, but I like to keep it on hand because like replacing stone for cobblestone or cobblestone for stone is quite useful sometimes because you don't have to cook it all the time. Next would be, where'd my cursor go? Okay, there it is. Let's say 9 hells. So this one's fun. We have to find a mob to fight, though, with it, because it doesn't quite work without it. Who will be our victim to... Oh! An Enderman. Or that water, he'll teleport, so that'll be a pain. So the way this works is you just right-click a bunch, and it summons fire bats. Oh my gosh, they explode, apparently. They summon fire bats to just attack and kill whatever it's fighting. I think that dropped... Oh yeah, it dropped the water essence. That's cool. Let's see if we can... Ooh, let's see if we can get that Enderman, too. So that's fun. It's actually very useful for, like, keeping constant damage on some guy. Wow. Keeping constant damage on some enemies. So that's fun. I don't know where my firebat friends are going, but I'll just leave them to that. And final one is called dislocation. This jetpack energy thing is really in my way. As you can tell, I'm currently, it says in the corner, currently dislocating extra contents. So the thing about the dislocation focus is that it can pick up blocks, and in particular blocks that have either inventories like chests and whatnot, or spawners. So spawners are quite expensive to actually lift up and carry around because they take like 10 times the amount of Vs for transportation, so it's kind of unwieldy. In here actually is a wisp spawner. I don't actually have a place to put this yet because wisps are kind of a pain, but I wanted to grab it because wisps are very good for Thaumcraft and getting ethereal essence. So that's that. And the final one, I actually made a staff for this, and I used to have a standard wand, but the staff is a little bit better for holding the Vs I want, is the, what is this called actually? Uprising. So this is the uprising focus. Sorry. And for now, this is pretty much my second form of travel. What you do is when you hold right click, you kind of fly around with the wand focus, and it uses some air Vs from your wand, which is why I actually have a staff, because the reed staff, if you, let's open up the book. If you, where is it? Thaumaturgy. So there's all these different types of wand cores, right? So the reed one in particular is air, essentially. That's the association with it. So they're a little bit better than Greatwood wands. They hold some extra Vs, but the thing is, each of these will refill, I think, to 10%. Yeah, if it drops below percent, it will replenish without the use of a node. So this one will replenish air. This one does entropy, fire, earth, ice, order, ice. I think that's water. So yeah. So it's a good one just for this uprising wand focus, because all I use is air. That's all this focus uses. See, it says 0.13 Vs per cast. And also I set this up just in case I needed more Vs. It's a little floaty, a little floaty node pillar thing. Yeah. So I went out and collected as many nodes as I could that had good amounts in them, you know, because I didn't want to be wasteful. So I've got like Ignis, Perdicio, Ordo, Terra, Aqua, all of them are in one of these nodes. So I can usually fill up, I think, my Silverwood wand almost to full every time, which is quite good if it's not depleted already. So that's pretty useful for my purposes, especially when I use these focuses so often. Oh, but that's actually one of the things I wanted to do. There is something I made. I think I put it in here. Osmotic, yes. The Osmotic Enchanter. So this thing is cool. This thing will enchant, essentially just enchant items like any other enchantment table would do. However, the thing that makes this special is you can pick what enchantments you want for it. Yeah, so you pick the enchantments for it, but oh yeah, that's why. You need to have a wand with Vs in it to actually make it work. So that's the trick for this Osmotic Enchanter. Plus there's some structure you have to build, which is something I'll get to in a moment. But I really wanted to set this up so I can enchant some of my wand focuses, so I can get like Frugal enchantment, which uses less Vs. I think there's Potency is one of them. So like I don't want to just waste it and get like, oh, extra damage when I don't need it for like something like Uprising. So let's get to work on making this Osmotic Enchanter. I mean, the Osmotic Enchanter exists already, but the thing is, you need to get Obsidian. Can't remember which one's on top and which one isn't. So Oop. Wow. How did I find... Oh, never mind. Okay, so I can't remember which one's on top, which one's not. I'll just grab them all because I can't remember. And you also need nitor. I only have one. Alright, I'll show you how to make nitor again. I've done it before, but it's really, really easy. It's like one of the easiest ones. So I need 6 nitor, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Oh, wait, no, this has 2 each, and I need sets of 3. I've worked this out. There's like a method. You have to work with this. I need more torches for this. Beep. And a stick. Oh man. 1, 2, 3. And last but not least, you need glowstone. Oh, we got lots of that. I'll just grab a bunch. Okay. So let's go over to our crucible, make some more nitor, and then we can get to work on this. Excuse me, King. My lord, or whatever it is you say for addressing a king. I'm not sure. So you go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And this actually makes 2 nitor. Exactly. I've counted many times. I've done it so often. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ta-da! Nice. So that's all the nitor we'll need for this. Exactly. I think the book might tell me which one's on top at least for these things. If not, I mean, that'll be a pain. I think it's atomic tinkering. Yes. So, blah, 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 blah. Regular enchantment rules, except you can't combine silk tuck with fortune, blah, blah, blah. Slowly drain V's from the wand until it's done. Okay, needs 6 pillars in the vicinity, 4 blocks. These pillars need to be the same level of the table. Pillars need to be made up of 2 to 12 obsidian totem blocks stacked. Oh, so I don't need the tiles. I just need the totem blocks. Okay. So that's good to know. So I set it up over here, a little area, so I marked off how it needs to work. And here is where the Osmotic Enchanter goes. Boop. And then here are where the totems go. So I looked this up online, and some people have it in this design. I think it's like varying heights. That doesn't seem right. We'll leave it. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. We'll fix it. But let's hope it does. First try. 3 and... Ooh. 2. Yeah. Okay. And then you stick the nitor on top of these, and it should work. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so let's first try it with this focus because I wanted to get this perhaps. Oh, it's got stuff on it. Potency and frugal. Let's enchant this one because this one uses a lot of these. 5 ordo, 5 perditio per cast. Plus, if that's 10 times the amount for a spawner, that's 50 per try. That's a lot. So we'll put that there. We put our wand here. Oh, we can put frugal. Okay, so if we click this, it gives you the vis from the wand that it needs to finish this. So it needs 12 terra, 12 aqua, 12 perditio. I do have that, but I want to up this a little bit. So you can upgrade it, and it costs more and more. And can I still afford this? It's Terra, Aqua, Perditio. Terra, I have 10. Aqua, Terra I have 100. Aqua I have 100. Perditio I have 33. We can do that. Let's just go fill this up with Perditio because I do have the node up here. And then okay, so I filled up my wand with Perditio. I have max everything because luckily all my nodes filled up perfectly. And actually, this is pretty cool. It shows you what you're trying to enchant on the table. And then if you stick the wand, it floats. That's kind of cool. So we wanted frugal with 3, which would be really nice for us. And we definitely have enough. So I believe you just press start enchanting. And yeah. Ooh. Wow. That is a creepy noise. So yeah, it fills up little tubes. And it's enchanted with frugal 3. Nice. That's really good. That's excellent. So let's just put that on. Does it tell us how much it used this time? Yeah, 0.7 per cast, 3.5 Vs, 3.5. That's really good. That's a lot better than 5, what's it called? 1. And stick that back on because apparently that's enchanted already. So this is really nice for me because I had lots of stuff I wanted enchanted, but I wanted to wait to get this running because this lets me pick what enchantments I want, and it doesn't waste experience levels to like get an enchantment you really didn't want in the first place. Let's enchant my ruby shovel as well, just while we're at it. Just so we can see what else you can do. So if I stick a ruby shovel in there, oh man, look at all that. Consuming, flaming touch, disintegrate. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what half of these are. I think the book might tell me though. So in here, vampirism, quick draw, and disintegrate. Here we go. So you formulate an enchantment that allows you to mine soft materials with incredible speeds. So it can break regular blocks, dirt, stone, netherrack. It's good with extreme finesse. Oh, that's pretty cool. Flaming touch. Flame. So it looks like it's more for axes. Not slow fall. Ascent boost. So what was that last one? Consuming. I don't know what that is. Oh yeah, I have researched it. Okay, consuming is sick of having to empty your pack of worthless junk. You devise an enchantment that automatically destroy common unwanted materials. Now that's interesting. I mean, I like to keep all my materials. I don't like to waste anything. So consuming wouldn't be good for me, but if you wanted something that just destroyed the dirt you dug, I could see how that'd be useful. So let's put, we don't need to waste too much on this. So let's do like disintegrate, just because that sounds fun. Periodicio 30, Terra 12, and Air 12. We can afford that. We can also put unbreaking on it. Might as well. So Periodicio 30, Ordo 18, Aqua 9, Terra 21, Air 12. We can afford that. Let's enchant. Ooh. Man, this is cool. Nice. Disintegrate and unbreaking. So that means it'll dig stuff like dirt faster. Let's see if we can demonstrate at all. I can sort of see a difference, I suppose. I mean, it is only dirt, and it is only a shovel, so it's not super special. But that's still pretty cool nonetheless. Oh yeah! This is something else I found. I went through some dungeons, and I found a portal gun. These things are quite hard to actually make. You need portable hole, which requires a nether star. But this is so cool. It's got portals, and it helps me get around people's bases, because I visit a lot. As you can see on my mini-map, there's a lot of bases to visit. All these little dots are bases. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so that was my Osmotic Enchanter. What did I want to do next? Ooh, I remember. So I went and built a lot in the meantime. As you noticed, I've done that. I've done this little platform. If you look up there, there's something crazy, which I'll show you in a bit. And this over here. So these are actually for Ars Magica. So in Ars Magica, there's what's called bosses, which are guardians. So these guardians require certain conditions to spawn. And blah, 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 blah. There's a lot to it. There's like 12 guardians or something. Maybe like it's one for each of the elements. I'll look it up. So there's bosses. Yeah, here. So there's all of them. So I was looking up some of these guardians to see which one might be easy to fight. Because, you know, I wanted to fight one. Just to see how it was. So I looked it up, and Water Guardian seemed to be the easiest. Recommended level 10. So this guy is pretty crazy. You have to summon him in a rainstorm by throwing a boat and a bucket of water into this redstone inlay circle. But it must be in a water biome, such as a river, an ocean, and I think it might be like a swamp or something. Yeah, it's in one of those. Oh, a biome that's predominantly water. Yeah, so it's just, I figured river would work, and I'm close enough to a river. The other thing is it has to be raining though, so I can't demonstrate this now unless I made it rain, which I could. Yeah. I'll make it do. So let's fight the Water Guardian. He is pretty easy actually, so it won't be too difficult.